It is 16:54 on Saturday, June 16:55 on Saturday, June the 13th. Haven't had one of those in a little while, where the time changed while I was doing my little intro here. And welcome back to another episode of Pizza, Cake, and Brownies. Apparently, that's what this video series is all about over the last, I guess, 3 days, today included. So this is episode number 61, I believe, and yeah, so we're doing the exact same thing as yesterday. Yesterday was amazing. Yesterday was so good. I had so much fun. It sort of started out almost as a disaster, with my making my video out, my lunch video. But I think because I had to deal with geese, I had to deal with wind, but I think all of that added to the content. It gave me content. And then the supper was amazing. The dessert was amazing, And so it was like the perfect day. It was the perfect day. That's what I was thinking. Like after I finished my video, I was just sitting there thinking to myself, what a day. What an amazing day. Look at me. I'm just like maxing and relaxing against the door frame here. Looking outside. It's windy again. It's quite windy again. It's a beautiful day out there. It's a little on the warm side. Tomorrow, actually, this coming week is supposed to be much fresher in terms of weather, sort of low 20 Celsius, which is very nice. But what was I saying? I was saying something. Yeah, I was just reminiscing about the wonderful day that I had yesterday. And then it was eventually. Oh, yeah. Not only that, this is what made me do it. So I finished my video. And I started watching some I don't know what I was doing. I watched some YouTube videos and I was watching like my own plain Doom videos. And then I noticed that Barbarous King, he's a streamer, a YouTuber. He was doing a 24-hour stream or something. But I looked at the YouTube screenshot or whatever. He was streaming on YouTube, but I looked at the screenshot and I thought I recognized the game that he was playing. And it was one of the Katamari games, which I love. I've only played one. I played We Love Katamari for PS2. That was oh man, super cool game. I really liked it. Haven't thought about that game in a little while, and so I click on it and he's playing it and I watched it. He played it for I think like 2 hours. And I watched it the entire time. I was enthralled. And then after that, I was just while I was watching, I was thinking to myself, this day is like amazing. This is the perfect day. And then I eventually had to go to sleep, So I try to go to sleep. I couldn't get to sleep. And then shortly after, I think like at 12:30 or something, my smoke alarm goes off. And there's no smoke, there's no fire or anything. It was just like a random thing. I don't know if it's a malfunction with the smoke alarm. I replaced that, I feel like I replaced it recently, but it's probably been at least 5 years. So I know those things have a shelf life of about 10-ish. So I had to get out of bed and turn it off, and then I couldn't get to sleep until like 3:30. I don't know why. Anyways, I was just looking forward to this the entire day, to this meal that I'm about to have. Everything about yesterday's meal was so perfect. And so I've been thinking about it. So, first of all, I have some pizza in a bag. Pizza in a bag. That's how the cool people have their pizza. So I got 6 slices here. Trying to get away from the glare. But yeah, some vacuum sealed pizza. If you remember yesterday's video, it's got quite some weight to it. Nice brick of pizza. If you remember yesterday's video, I had so I had the party pizza. It's in a rectangle. 4 of the slices have crust on 2 sides. 12 of the slices have crust on 1 side, and then 8 of the slices have no crust at all. And so I have to divide it. I'm splitting the pizza into 4, so I have to divide it where each day I have 1 slice that has crust on 2 sides. I have 3 slices that have crust on 1 side, and then I have 2 slices that have crust on 0 sides. And so that's what I did. After my video yesterday, I divvied up the remaining slices into their own dedicated Ziploc bag. Now, originally I was going to put it in one of my containers, like those ones that I put the donuts in and stuff, but I was measuring it out and I would have needed to use 2 containers. And so I thought, why don't I just use a Ziploc bag? And because of they're like square pieces, they fit perfectly. So that's what I did. So I have 2 more of those bags in the fridge waiting for me for tomorrow and Monday. So with that being said, let's check out what we're listening to. That is we have a different song. Wow, amazing. What a treat. Haven't listened to this in a while. This is the keyboard track from Cohesive Deterioration, which was recorded in February of 2024. Is that true? Yeah, 2024. Over 2 years ago. Okay, so since I have everything right here, there's really no, I don't have to do any setup, any preparation, because everything's right here. You may notice I do have my light on. The kitchen light is on. But it doesn't matter, because I've got to go in there and I got to warm this up. So I'm going to go 2 slices at a time again, just like yesterday. I think I'd like to do the same thing I did yesterday. I'll start with I want you to be able to see this. Yeah, how's about that? I either do this or I do this. Which one's better? This, probably? No, it's not, because I need to... Okay, yeah, I want to do what I did yesterday. I'm going to start with... So, yesterday I mentioned I do 2 at a time in the microwave. So, I'm having 3 pieces that have crust on 1 side. So, for each trip to the microwave, I will have 1 slice, 1 piece, at least 1 piece that has crust on 1 side. Or And then for 2 of the times, 2 of the trips, I will have 1 of the pieces will have no crusts. And for 1 of the trips, 1 of the pieces will have 2 crusts. So there you go. There's your reminder. Oh, man. Oh, I love this. Love this. I want to do this every single day. So where's the one that has 2 crusts? Oh, it's on the bottom here. Okay, so yeah, I didn't really plan out for how I was removing it from the bag. So that's the one thing. I didn't really prepare for that. Little piece of cheese there. So since this is still cold, I think I'm going to put it in for 35 seconds and see how that goes. Oh my God, this is so annoying. Just go on the friggin' fork. I obviously don't want to touch it with my fingers because then my hands would get all dirty. So I'm just going to leave this right here. No. I'm going to go like this. What am I going to do here? Okay, so now I've got 2. Yeah, so they're divvied up into two things here. Each one is sorted how I want it. I know that didn't make any sense. Anyway, so let's go into the kitchen, stick it in the microwave, and start having our supper. Okay, so 35 seconds, right? Let's see if this works. Oh man, I've been looking forward to this all day. Oh, Yeah, not only was yesterday amazing, but I also got, one of the reasons why it was amazing was because I got so much good stuff at the grocery store. I go to the grocery store, to the superstore, and they, these 2-bite croissants that I got, both the chocolate ones and the cinnamon ones, they were cold. So that leads me to believe that they had just taken them out of the freezer or wherever they keep them, and they put them out. And the best before date was 2 weeks into the future. So I got them at the absolute perfect time. Okay, so hopefully this is good. And then the 2-bite brownies were good until July. It's like, okay. There you go. There's a nice shot. So let's take off some of the crust. Got to go crust first so that it doesn't get hard. This feels nice and soft so far. Oh man. Now, I do have my fan on. I have to turn it off because it's pointing at my food. I don't want it to cool the food down. Oh my God. This tastes so good. So good. I did just go for my walk, my afternoon walk, and then I had my baby carrots. Now I'm having my pizza. Oh man. So perfect. Yummers. Yummers. Oh. So good. So effing good. They have this pizza there involving sliced meatballs and then like dollops of sauce on the top. Apparently it doesn't have sauce on, like, where it doesn't have sauce poured all around. It just has these dollops of sauce. So I don't know about that. I wish it had sauce all around. Also, you can't get the meatballs on their own as a topping. They only come with this specific pizza. So I don't know what the deal is with that. The pizza looks really good on the website though. I definitely want to get another pizza one day, but I have to come up with another reason to justify going back into town. Okay. So there's that. So let's get some more pizza. Some more slices. Okay, this is an S-tier slice. Look at all the stuff on it. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 9 sausage pieces on this. Okay, this is a thick guy. So I might need to put it in for a little longer. Maybe I'll try 40 seconds. It's free bacon slice for me. Oh man. Okay. So 40 seconds, do I really try 40 seconds? I have to, because this, yeah, these are some thick slices. I did 40. I officially did 40. I've been thinking about that cake all day too. The chocolate truffle mousse cake. Oh my God, the cake was absolutely magical. Man, that La Roca place has some S-tier cakes. I don't know what was going on with their chocolate fudge cake. That one was a miss. That one didn't hit. I don't understand. I'm assuming I was supposed to like let it come down to room temperature. That's the only idea I can think of on why it didn't taste very good. Because all of their other cakes have tasted incredible. I'm definitely going to be getting the banana chocolate cake again, because that thing was just ridic. Oh, so I guess we only have one crust now. I forgot about that. I shouldn't have put it in for 40 seconds. Whoops, that was my bad. So hopefully this isn't too hot. This is just... no. This is perfect. The really thick crust, the thick slice was the one that had the crust on it, so good. I wish I could eat this every day. Oh man, imagine eating pizza every day. I've done that before. But it was homemade pizza. So this obviously takes much less effort on my part. All I have to do is stick it in the microwave for 40 seconds. So, I mean, sign me up for that. Man. Look at this. That's a huge piece of chicken, by the way. This thing right here. Oh, got a little piece of bacon. Ugh. Oh my God. Holy cow. This is some good eating. So it costs $48, right? So divided by 4, 12 bucks. So I mean, that is an expensive supper. Though it's not that expensive in terms of, you know, eating out, because eating out is so expensive now. So, you know, if I were to make something myself, it'd cost way less. So here's this slice. I think this is, yeah, no, I didn't actually show you this. I told you about the amount of, how am I supposed to do this? No, this is just, yeah, I wanted to do a close-up. How about this? There are so many sausage chunks on this. See this? Yeah, you got the gist, right? Oh my God. Yeah, I think it would be even better if you just warmed up one piece at a time. But that's a lot of trips to the microwave. Ideally, you know, if I'm making a video, I would have a dedicated microwave like right here or something like that. But I mean, that's a bit excessive. Even though that is the name of the game when it comes to this video series, but God, man. Like this tiny little piece right here that I cut off, it has 3 chunks of sausage on it. How do I do this without it falling over? Can you see it? Fuck. That's exactly what I didn't want to happen. What I didn't want to have happen. Now that part of the table is going to be permanently screwed up. Maybe I'll throw a little water on it, see if I can wipe it up a little. Yeah. It's probably going to leave a stain though in the wood, but not that I care about that, but I didn't even know where this table came from. I think I inherited it somehow. I'm pretty sure it's just like an IKEA table, an old IKEA table. Okay, I can't eat anymore apparently. I forgot how to eat. Oh man. Okay, so round 3. Let's close my water. So I'm just wondering, maybe 40 is not even enough. Do I dare do 45? Do I dare? I think I'm gonna try it. Hopefully it's not too hot. The 40 definitely wasn't too hot, so hopefully 45 isn't too hot as well. Just trying to get up to grab all the stragglers. I think that's it. Yeah. Not bad. I mean, it looks, it doesn't look that gross in here. Considering there were 6 slices of pizza in here. So this is going to go in the garbage, obviously. It's either going to go in the garbage or it's going to... No, I don't think it's going to go in the garbage at the moment. I'm going to stick it in the freezer. And then on garbage day, it's going to go in the garbage. Just to make sure it doesn't stink. All right. Last round. 45 seconds. That's what I'm going to do. Why did I close the door? Alrighty. Yeah, so I'm not going to be eating like chicken fingers and fries or my pasta for quite a while. So I have 4 days of pizza, followed by 8 days of mac and cheese. So, and then I guess I'll continue with my normal meals after that. But my dinners are booked up. Got reservations. I still have the box here, by the way. I don't know if you saw that. I'm just looking at the croissants and the 2-bite brownies and the other brownies too. Okay. Oh man. Oh! I'm gonna stop trying to do close-ups because obviously I'm not good at it. Could you imagine? Out of all the pizzas I've made, by the way, I sort of I tried to calculate. There's a word I'm trying to do. I tried to calculate around how many pizzas I've eaten because I was eating pizza every day, homemade pizzas. I was trying to calculate the amount of homemade pizzas I ate over the span of X amount of years. This was a couple years ago while I was still eating pizzas. And it was probably, I think I came to like over 1,000 pizzas. And in every single one of those pizzas, there's a point to the story. Every single one of those times, during all of those times that I've made pizza, not once did I ever accidentally drop it on the ground. So I guess I'm due for a big accident, right? You know, because when I go to either stick it in the oven or take it out of the oven, it didn't accidentally fall over. So that reminded me of, when I almost dropped the pieces just now. That reminded me of that. Okay, 45 seconds, feels good. I did a little bit of talking because I'm a little worried that this is going to be too hot. It's not, which is good. I am interested how their thin crust tastes. I should definitely try that one day. Maybe I'll get a small pizza, thin crust. I also want to get that meatball pizza. Okay, so I'm not going to do this. That's just a recipe for disaster. No crusts left. So it's all the good stuff. Yeah, when I was having pizzas every day, I still had one of my dogs. He was an older dog at that time, but he would always lie down at my feet when I was eating. And at the end, as I was eating, I would cut off the crust, the outer crust. And then I can't remember if I gave it to him as I did that or if I gave it to him all at the end. I think it was probably as I did that. I'd put it on my knife and I'd give it to him. And he would take it very gently. He knew the routine. So what I'm trying to say is, if he was still here, I'd probably give him the outer crust. And I'd just be eating the no crust stuff. Yummers. Today's a nice early video. Tomorrow it's going to be another nice early video. I think I started, just before 5 p.m. tonight. However, once Monday comes around, I'm going to have to wait to make my video. I always hate doing that. I sleep so much now. So, disease is just zapping my energy. But I go to sleep sometimes even before 11. And then I don't get out of bed until 9:30 a.m. So I'm in bed for so long. This morning I did listen to some music. What did I listen to? Oh yeah. I think I started listening around 9 a.m. I always try to stay in bed until 9:30. So if I wake up a little earlier, I've been listening to music lately too. I'm on my Bandcamp page with my phone just next to my head. And so today I listened to End of the World, which is a nonsensical free jazz album. Very funny album. And I had a lot of fun listening to it. Funnily enough, so I made a live video of that, of me recording that. It's a 30-minute song. It has drums and then 2 guitars. And so I videotaped myself recording each instrument. And then initially I made like a split screen video, uploaded it to YouTube. Years later, I started uploading, YouTube shorts. And so I went back to that video and I made them like vertical videos, 30 seconds at a time. So I split that song into 60 parts. I think it was like 62 parts. And I uploaded those shorts to my YouTube page. And apparently, one of those parts is my most viewed YouTube short. I think it's probably for bad reasons. People probably think like, listen to how stupid this music sounds. It's really funny, with free jazz. You show someone like a normal person free jazz, and they think they think you're like screwed in the head. If you're a musician, they think you don't know what you're doing because of the way it sounds. But I got news for you. But I think it's funny that apart from that song is my most viewed YouTube short. All right. Part 1 is done. So I was a little up in weight this morning. I was 136. I think I was low 136 though. Yesterday I forget what I was. What was I? 134? I was high 134. So I did gain like a pound, which was to be expected considering I had pizza. I always gain weight when I have the Pizza Nova. I also had a burger and poutine for lunch. So that's always a recipe for weight gain whenever I go into town and then come home with a whole bunch of food to eat. Oh man. Okay, so I just want to wipe my nose and my face. I shouldn't be doing that on camera. I apologize. Okay, so have to rinse off my plate, my cutlery, then I have to bring over everything, the cake, the brownies. I already cut the cake, but I do need the spatula. I also need milk, of course. So, give me a minute. Yeah, that pizza was absolutely perfect. And it still tastes good too when you warm it up in the microwave like that. I love that. Once again, the friggin' water's not hot. Okay, so I'll wait for that. While I'm here, let's get my milk. And I'll bring the brownies over as well. Yeah, that's like such an amazing combination, the brownies and the cake. Whoever thought about that is a genius. I think that's what I'm going to be doing from now on. Best before date permitting. So I want to make sure the brownies will last. Okay, there's my milk. So we need the brownies right here. We also need the spatula right here. And we also need the cake, obviously. So I think I have to make like 2 more trips. Horniest brownie in all of the land. Oh, it's kind of funny. See this thank you thing right there? I guess I'll tell the story after. No, I'll tell it right now, actually. I was going to, this was at Longo's. That was the last stop I made yesterday. That's where I got the cake and the horny brownie. So I only had 2 items, so I go to the self-checkout. I pay for it. And then so I put the stuff back in the cart after I pay for it. And then I start like leaving the self-checkout area. Did I say I did the self-checkout? Yeah, I did the self-checkout. I start leaving, and then there's like an employee there who's overseeing the self-checkout area. And she starts asking me like, what did she ask me? I forget what she said. She thought that I may have like not scanned the items. I forget but she confronted me about the items. She saw me pushing out a cart that had a cake and brownies in it. And then I guess I looked like, I don't know, a drug addict or something. I don't know. I had my beanie on. And I had my backpack on. I mean, you saw what I looked like yesterday in my burger video. And then so she was she asked something about like a sticker. You remember the sticker I just showed you on the brownies that said thank you? She's like, do you have a sticker on that? I'm like, I don't really remember exactly the very beginning of the whole thing. But then pretty quickly she reluctantly said, do you have a receipt for that? So clearly that's where the whole thing was going. She thought that I may have like skip scanned or like, you know what I mean? Even though I only had 2 items. And it was funny because the self-checkout thing, it said the amount of the items that I was buying. like it said it in the computer voice. And I was a little embarrassed because it was like $32 for the cake and then $12 for the brownie. And so what am I doing? Oh, I need the cake, yeah. Anyway, so she asks for the receipt. And this is something I started doing recently. You know, because I watch all those those police body cam videos. A lot of them feature like what's it called? Shoplifters. And so, you know, I've been going into town recently, and I'm like, you know what? Because I don't usually do this. I don't usually keep the receipts available. I usually either throw them away or I don't know what I do with them. But I'm thinking to myself, you know, I should probably keep my receipts just in case, because of all these videos I've been watching. So I went to where did I go? I went to Hero Burger. And then I went to the Superstore, and then I went to Pizza Nova, and then I went to Longo's. And whenever I got a receipt, I stuck it in my right pocket. I put all the receipts there. And so she asked for the receipt, and I'm like, yeah, I should have it. And I grab out the receipts. It's one of these, and I was looking for it, and then I found it, and I showed it to her. And I don't know. And then she's like, okay, yeah, you should probably put a sticker on this. I don't know. She was probably just doing her job, but I don't know how I was supposed to get a sticker. You know what I mean? Because it's not like the self-checkout thing gives you a sticker to put on this. So, I don't know what the deal is, but I wasn't offended or anything. I didn't give her any attitude. She's just doing her job. And I'm really happy that I had all my receipts in my pocket that I could show her. So it was totally fine. And I got an amazing cake out of it too. So look at this. Look at this beautiful cake. This is just so gorgeous. I've been thinking about this cake all day. Look at that. Look at the lighting on those chocolate shavings. That is so beautiful. The question is, which slice do I have? Yeah, so I think yesterday I had the smallest piece. I think today, I don't know, they all look very similar. I think I'm going to get this one. This one I think is the biggest. I didn't want to get the biggest one yesterday because normally I get the biggest, but I didn't want to get the biggest one yesterday because of all the food I had already eaten yesterday. So let's do this. Let's get the biggie. The biggie. I know you can't see it. Just give me a second here. Okay. Oh, yeah. Looky, looky. Looky what I have. Oh my God. I can't believe I'm eating this cake again. Yeah, this is definitely an S-tier cake. That makes it, I think, 4 S-tier cakes by La Roca so far. They definitely know what they're doing over at La Roca. Okay, I have to bring this back. So I'll put this right here. I have to, grab some of the stuff off the platter. And then I'll eat it. Mmm. 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 So good. Oh man. I love this cake container so much. Like, I just have to keep filling it with cake. So every time I go to the grocery store, I'm going to get a cake. I don't care. That's what I'm going to do. Okay. So let's bring the cake. Let's bring the spatula. Spatula can go on the counter here. Cake goes in the fridge, obviously. That is a huge chunk of cake. Huge chunk of cake right there. That's a quarter of the cake. So what did I determine? So this cake, this is a smaller cake. You can see it's shorter, much easier to eat. It's also mousse, so it's super easy to eat. I think yesterday I mentioned that it melts in your mouth. So it's 1.1 kilograms, 1,100 grams. So if it was 1,200 grams divided by 4, it would be 300 grams per slice. But it's not 1,200, so it would be 275, I believe, right? Because you have to subtract 25. So if you subtract 25 4 times, it would subtract 100. And so 1,200 minus 1,100 is 100, right? So I think that's where my math is. Now we're going for the horniest brownie in all the land. Now, where do I put it? I don't remember what I do here. I'm so glad I have 2 more days of this. Okay, so let's do this. Yeah, that works, right? So, okay, I think I'm gonna do all the side pieces because they look bigger than the ones in the middle. So I want to get the biggies out of the way. Okay, I'm gonna have to rearrange my cake area. Can you see? Oh yeah, you can see it. All right, so I'll cut the little pieces away from each other. Okay. Holy moly, what a cake, what a brownie, what a life I live. I'm drooling over here. Yeah, the fatties definitely know what they're doing. It's all about the eating. Okay, I should probably start eating the mousse cake. By the way, I should turn my fan back on. Okay, is this closed? Yes. All right, so I got 2 more days of the brownie. Yeah, so I go back to the grocery store next week. Yeah, today's Saturday, so next Saturday I go back to the grocery store. And so I'm trying to hunt down, how am I gonna eat this again? I think like this. Yeah, so I'm gonna try to hunt down the Oreo cheesecake. That's my goal in life now. Hunting down the Oreo cheesecake. That's the last cake. Oh my God. That's the last cake on the list that I'm hunting down. But then there are some other potential suitors, other potential options that aren't La Roca. So, but out of the La Roca, we have yet to try the chocolate cheesecake, the Oreo cheesecake. Why is this video so long? I don't understand. Yeah, this one I don't even need my knife because the cake is just so soft. It's definitely soft, yeah. Okay, let's do this. Oh my God. I gave you some nice shots of the cake already, yeah. Oh my God. Oh my God. It just melts in your mouth. Super easy to eat. Super tasty. Yeah, that lady at the grocery store, well, the girl at the grocery store, she said she really likes this because it doesn't taste too sweet. I don't think it tastes too sweet. I bet it is pretty sweet though. That's the one thing on their website, they don't show the nutritional facts, the nutritional information. I think they do show the ingredients, or at least they show part of the ingredients, but they don't show the nutritional facts. But I definitely assume that there's a lot of sugar in this. Oh man. I would definitely get this again too. Oh. Like I could just keep doing bite, 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 bite. And it's so easy to eat. But I'm not. Because I have brownies to eat as well. So which ones, I should probably, I'll eat this one first. Easier to get to, even though you can't really see it. But, yeah, there's the horny brownie. Horniest brownie in all the land. It's wet for me. Like this is magical. Magical. It's like I'm in a Disney movie. Disney movie about some guy eating too much. Oh man. So ridiculous. I feel like I've almost eaten half of it already. Yeah, both the brownie and the chocolate truffle mousse cake, they're battling it out to see who's the softest. This is like soft city over here. Man, I'm currently sort of watching this movie called The Conjuring. I've watched like 10 or 12 minutes at a time. It's like I would usually start watching it when I was eating like lunch or something. So I've only watched like less than half an hour of it so far. It's okay. Why am I talking about this though? Yeah, Vera Farmiga is in it. She's a very pretty girl. Her sister, Tessa Farmiga, I got a huge crush on her. And she's not in the movie, but it's kind of funny. Those two girls are 20 years apart in age. And they're sisters. So apparently they come from like a big, I don't know if it's Polish, but some big European religious family where the mother just had like a kid every X amount of years. Whoa. Some commotion outside with the birds. And so Vera was one of the older kids. I forget how many kids there are. It's like 11 or some big number. And then Tessa was one of the younger ones. But it's kind of funny. 20 years difference. And they're sisters. And they're both actresses too. Ugh. I'm trying to savor this, but I mean, I could totally pound this so easily because of how easy it is to eat. I guess I'm having I mean, I'm past halfway from the cake. I still have 2 brownies left. So I'm just gonna have another thing of brownie. So I think I'm gonna start watching the movie again after this. So I guess that's another reason why I brought it up. Still a nice chunk. I mean, if you got this chunk of cake as its own piece, you'd be like, yeah, sounds good. But I'm almost done. Okay. So let's continue. Let's do another brownie now. It's getting very slender now. That slice. Okay. I think I want to eat the end first. It's going to fall over soon. Like so. I think I need my knife now. Just to transfer it to my fork. Yeah, apparently Vera is in The Nun, the movie The Nun, which apparently is, I think, like a sequel or a spin-off of The Conjuring, I think. I've never seen it, but I think I'd like to try to watch that too. Oh, what a sad day. What a sad day. The only reason it's sad is because I have no more cake. And I'll only have one brownie left. Got the hiccups too. I guess it took me a little while to eat that pizza. Oh man, that is some good eating. Oh. I got to start digesting. All right, so let's have some water. Okay, another day, another meal, another video. I'm quite full. However, I'm going to sit in my chair and I'm going to look forward until tomorrow. I just have to start counting down the hours. It's not even 6 p.m. So 23 hours from now, I will have another video and I'm going to look very much forward to it. So I'll see you then.